Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, Mira Boucher,
Carl Boucher.
everyone across the country, welcome. It's what? Saturday night. What are we doing here on a Saturday night?
We are about to unwrap Canadian wine number 7, and it is a very special wine. And then we're going to hear from the winery owner right after. So it's very exciting.
This is the Pan Canadian Advent Calendar reveal number 7. We are starting the back 9. We're starting the back at the second half of our Advent Calendar. The first 6 is now something of the past. We're moving on to the next 6 reveals, which is as exciting that our first 6. So I'm so thrilled today. We have a top 3 wine of the year that we are revealing. We have a wine from a winery that we have never featured before, from an OG of the Okanagan, from one of the most established name, small producer, and a back vintage 2015 that has never been released before. Ah,
Yes. And we had to pre-record this. There's going to be a couple more pre-recorded ones coming up, just because it's the holidays, people are traveling, whatnot. But I am so thrilled to hear from the winery owner and winemaker for this one, because this winery, we've never featured them in the club before, but they are a serious part of BC wine history, right? They go way back. They were quite pioneers. Back in the day, like 30, 40 years ago, when people are like, oh, you can't make real wine in Canada. You can't ripen reds in Canada. They're like, oh, watch us. Watch
and
us.
Mira, I had that conversation with the owner, exact conversation. And the name who came out was Black Hills,
Uh-huh.
Tin Horn Creek, and this very winery. I mean, these were the very beginning of the showcase of the big bold red from the South Okanagan. And this winery absolutely put at the forefront of we can use big barrel, we use oak barrel, and we can age wines forever from this place. So I mean, and I'm so
Amazing.
excited. Yeah, a
It
10-year-old
sounds like
wine.
we have a bit of an advent calendar party going on tonight. Maybe 2 of them. I think Jim and Tracy are having Sandy and Daryl over. They're going to be cracking that Cab Franc that Daryl is so thrilled about. And it sounds like Tanya
Steven.
and Stephen and Lisa and Jared are together having that pairing you suggested with the date and bacon bites. Pairing was
So
fantastic. So I'm so excited. So these guys know now. Yeah, you guys are all together. Oh, you're at Lisa and Jared's. That's awesome. So thank you for stopping by, you guys. Do let us know in the comments what you're up to tonight. If you have wine open, if you don't, what you think of it, what you're pairing it with, and also where you're tuning in from if we haven't heard from you before. Anyone new in the comments, I will add you to our daily door prizes, and then you get to pick a prize. Enovino wine aerator. There's choose a secret bottle from like a surprise bottle that will surprise you with. So I think Dana last night took us up on that, and she gave us a list of some of the wines that she enjoys, and we're going to surprise her. So there's
I
that.
love that option.
And
I really love that option. And I think that Jared, I don't think you guys, you don't know yet. You haven't you guys are blind.
oh, they blinded
Huh?
on it. Okay, so
Huh?
but does the top give it away a little bit? The top kind of, but maybe you're not familiar with that winery. So I think it has the winemaker's initials on the top. So that's pretty fun, you guys. That's
That is
pretty fun.
pretty darn fun.
Um,
There, it is like
Mary, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that we'll miss you, but I totally get it. Going to see family is a great idea, and I hope everything goes well on the flight and everything like that. Didn't recognize it. Oh, that's so exciting! Then that's so exciting because yeah, it's like an OG. I mean, if you guys like Black Hills and you like Tinhorn Creek and some of these others, these guys were right there at the beginning, right?
absolutely right there at the very beginning. And I mean, these people taught the new generation of winemaker. They are part of understanding the terroir. And our feature winery today really established Cabernet Sauvignon in the south of Okanagan, because still, even like when like there was more of the blends who were really starting to showcase. I mean, it's a little easier to make a blend on a yearly basis, because you can play with the proportion, you can play with the different varietals in the blend depending on what Mother Nature provide you. Straight Cab Sauv, there's no room for mystic, there's no room for colder, like it's much tougher, especially 25-30 years ago when the climate was a little cooler. So I mean, this guy absolutely. And I was talking to other winemakers who know him. Everyone knows him from the from the beginning, and they always said the way that he made Cab Sauv, sometimes we thought he was a freaking magician. He was a freaking wizard with Cab Sauv. So
And
he
they just
made that
have a
wine.
really
He doesn't own the
great
winery anymore. He sold the winery to one of his staff member, which the story is freaking fantastic. And I think that it's time, Mira. What time is it now? Like, I mean, I think it's
Oh,
time
508.
to.
Okay, we've teased you enough. So, but I do have to say, we have, like, I was showing all my glasses, 5-6 wines in the glass here. And so, well, after I reveal this, you guys got to tell me, have you ever left a really great wine uncorked overnight? Because we've done that twice now with these Advent days. And I have them both in my glass. I just tasted them, and holy smokes, they're still going strong after 24 hours with no cork.
So last night I completely forgot, because we retasted the Maverick 2020 last night, and I left the freaking bottle without the cork, without anything on it, and I'm like, shit, I did that. And I just poured it and I smelled it. I'm like, holy shit, there's no oxidation or no nothing. Mira goes, grab the glass, she tastes it, and she's like, oh,
I have it right here.
so good.
It's still going strong. This is the 2020 Maverick that we
That's
left
the
out
20.
overnight.
That's the 2020 Maverick that we opened on Thursday. But since yesterday at 4 o'clock, this bottle's been left without a cork, without nothing. So, I
Terrible.
mean,
Yeah, some wines do survive, and this one totally surprised us. That's crazy cool, which tells me there's so much more in that 2020 to go. That's so exciting. David, nice to see you. We're actually talking, David, about this 2020 Syrah that I think you're getting from Maverick. We left the cork off overnight, and it's still going strong, still delicious, and like perfect today.
oh yeah,
Crazy.
absolutely.
Okay, so Dana said we gave the wine away. Did you let it slip what the name of the winery is?
No,
okay, let's do
no,
it.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Jared and Lisa would have seen this, which, if you're not familiar with the winery, doesn't tell you a whole lot.
It's a B and a H. It's a B and a H, and a B and a H. So the initial of the former owner.
Okay.
There you go, Dana. You got it, Bill. It's Bill Haggart.
Yes.
It's Bill Haggart at Fairview Cellar.
So it's a 2015 Iconoclast
Cabernet Sauvignon.
from Fairview Cellars in the South Okanagan, BC.
Yes.
Hot region.
Yeah.
Wanda, yes, there is some. It's on this secret link. It's like a green button at the top of this page. I'll post in the comments here.
This is the most expensive wine of the whole calendar. This wine, I think, goes for $105. This wine has never been released. This wine was
just put it on their website as well. But yeah, 106, I think, on their plus tax. So
yeah, this is a super premium wine. But I tell you, when I tasted that, I think Mira captured my reaction live when I tasted it for the very first time at the winery. When I put the score.
I don't know if the sound will come, but oh yeah, I had a reel. It's at the top of that link. If you want to see his reaction, it's at the top of the link. I just put in the comments, or sorry, at the bottom of that link. So if you scroll down, you'll see here's my joy of tasting a wine or whatever. You'll see Carl going like, oh, and then he's like, fuck yeah. He's so excited. Oh my God. And Dana and Scott have one of these in their cellar every year since 2009. Oh, so you guys know. You guys
You
know.
know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. I mean, the story is fantastic because Bill Hager, yeah, founded Fairview Cellar all the way back. I think in 1997. I can't remember exactly. I don't. I should have looked at it. If I want to be a good podcast guy, I need to know my information better beforehand. But I know that Bill was one of the OG of the Okanagan and so well respected. He's one of the most respected farmer in the South Okanagan, and the guy unapologetically always made some big and bold red using new French oak at will and producing very age-worthy, big, bold South Okanagan red, including the Cap Sauve. And I always been a big fan of what Bill's doing. The Bears also, which the Bears is a Bordeaux blend, but the Iconoclast, which is the single vineyard, single varietal Cap Sauve, and yeah, 2015 was an incredible vintage in the south of the Okanagan and absolutely delivered an incredible wine. I gave it a 95 points on the spot at the winery while tasting it for the very first time, and we have the proof of that. Mira has it on video.
Yeah, absolutely. So that link I just put in the chat, I'll put it again. That's where you can get the secret order link. This wine will be on there shortly. And that's where these people who are getting the back vintage Syrah from Maverick are getting it from, things like that. So with that link, you can order like one bottle if you just want one bottle. And then what we're going to do at the end of the advent calendar is put it all together for you. And it'll go out in January from the various wineries, or where it can be compiled, it'll be compiled. So
Hey Mira,
yeah,
speaking about aging potential and wine who can last. This is the wine from Wednesday night, a 2007 white blend. I
yeah,
saved it. I kept pouring it every
I
bit
have
every
it
day.
here.
So this is this is the very end of the bottle. The one that the cork is still floating in. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my
yeah,
God, it still has some life in it. That is incredible.
absolutely. It's isn't it
That's wild.
crazy? Isn't it
That is
crazy?
wild. That's a
So Wednesday,
unicorn.
we're Saturday night. So that wine was open live on Wednesday at 5 o'clock Pacific.
Wow.
So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 3 days ago, a 18-year-old wine opened 3 days ago. Not
Wow.
pumped, not Enovino, not no. Just simple cork put back on top. Half a cork actually, because the other half fell in the bottle when I opened it. And so floating on the top, half a cork, the other half just to protect the top for 3 days for that 18-year-old blend of Sauvignon Blanc, Chardonnay, Semillon, and Viognier. It's still going strong. It
That is
baffles
incredible.
me. It blows my
Wow.
mind. Blows my mind.
Amazing. So
Let's do a quick recap. Okay, I
yeah,
like to do
quick
that. A
recap of
quick.
what we've done, and then we'll introduce the winery owner, Danielle Hutton, who took over from Bill Eggert. Now Dana and Scott, they know Bill. He's got a new project called Hidden Chapel, which we haven't
Yep.
checked out yet.
Yep.
So we'll have to hear from you guys. Oh, looking forward to what he creates there. Yeah, I can't wait to check that out too. But Danielle Hutton took it over, and she's going to be on in just a few minutes. So yeah, what did we reveal these last 7? It's been a heck of a 7 days, 6, 7 days.
Yeah. So we've been like it's we're halfway there. So we started day one all the way back last Sunday in Okanagan Falls with the Grand Reserve, the one sparkling traditional method from Noble Ridge, a 8-year-old Grand Reserve Chardonnay Pinot Noir. 93 points, Carl's Wine Club. That was starting with the bang. Some of the few people came back to us in the last couple of days. That might have been their favorite bottle so far, which yeah, I mean, that's pretty awesome. So that's day one. We move on day two with the Beamsville bench, not released, unreleased yet. Cabernet Franc from the Secret series, the organized crime winery, which we've never won featured before. It was a gold medal, 93 points. Carl's Wine Club, awesome, fresh, bold, expressive Cabernet Franc. Really, really interesting. I don't know how Jim, Tracy, Sandy, and Daryl think about that Cabernet Franc tonight, but I know that they were supposed to open it. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see what they're thinking. I can't wait to hear your opinion, guys. Gold medal at the recent Wine Line and Carl's Wine Club, 93 points. That was night number 2. Night number 3, we flew all back down to Oliver, BC for a back vintage 2018 library exclusive library release from our former Winery of the Year, Carl's Wine Club Members Choice Award Winery of the Year, Riverstone 2018 Malbec, where I gave it also, I think, a 93 points or a 92 plus.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it's
something
on the
like
link
that.
there. I've got Carl's tasting notes for all the wines on there as well and his scores. But pretty much everything in this pack was at least 92 points or higher.
Everything. There's nothing under 92. Nothing under 92.
Yeah.
That was your
Gonna go on sour.
criteria. You say Carl Boucher. You cannot put anything under 92 points. So yeah, that was and that was respected. So that I think, and that the texture of that Malbec is so sexy, so voluptuous, so hedonistic. I really like something else for a 2018 Malbec.
I think I
One.
still have it here in the glass. Who keeps
No,
tasting these?
no, this one has been gone for a little while. What you have is the
Has a
R,
gem
it's
on
the
it.
wine. No, it's a wine for later on that I tasted a couple days ago. R, it's not the Riverstone. We can't mention what you have.
Oh, yes. This is one that's coming up.
That's the one that's coming on Christmas Eve. Okay.
And that doesn't it just has the winemaker's signature on it. So even if you cheated and you opened it early, you're not going to know much about it because it
No,
just has the winemaker's signature on it. Anyway,
exactly.
enough with the
So
hints.
that was wine number 3 on Tuesday night. So Wednesday night we hosted Dean Stoica, winemaker at Stratus, with that 93 points. 18-year-old Stratus White, which I call the centerpiece of our advent calendar because of the age. A wine that I still have in my glass 3 days later and still shining. It blows my mind. Incredible. This wine is still available if you guys want a few bottles. So that's from Stratus in Niagara on the Lake. So moving on, night number 5, we hosted Janik Rivera, general manager at Maverick Estate, where we tasted the brand new Bush Vine Syrah 2023 that I gave it a 93 plus, open score all the way to 94, just because this wine has so much potential in the future. Just the baby just released before a big gap of 2 to 3 years where there's not going to be any bush vine at Maverick, and we tasted alongside the 2020, which is the wine that I forgot to put the cork back on and is still singing a couple days later. And that 2020, they offered the club the last 2 remaining cases left. So yeah.
That's pretty cool. So most of you guys, some of you guys, I mean, have taken us up on that, and that link. If you wanted to get some of that Syrah, like a lot of people are doing 3 of the 2020s and 3 of the 2023s, which is a great idea. But you can just do 1 and 1 and then keep adding to that. If you get to 6 bottles and you're a VIP Unlimited member, it's free shipping. And if you get to 12, it's free shipping and flat rate for less than that. So yeah, lots of fun. Okay.
Oh, 5. So, night number 6.
Yeah. And then 7.
So last night it was our friend Keith Dyer in Prince Edward County with the 2022 South Close Chardonnay. Our friend, we had some technical issue, but we still had a heck of a time talking with Keith on the Friday night. We had I love South Close Chardonnay so much because I have more in my glass today because I just love what Keats is doing. So Prince Edward County wines, and now that was halfway through our advent calendar, and I have to say, I'm pretty happy with these 6 bottles. Like, to be honest with you, I am freaking so
Yeah, these
happy.
are really cool bottles, Carl. You did such a great job collating, curating all these wines. It's
I
pretty amazing.
mean, this is Canadian art on a nightly basis from across the country. Like I'm blown away by the, not by my choice, by the result of everything that we were able to provide to our members. I think that it's
Cool, you
freaking
guys.
outstanding. And now we start today, second half of our advent calendar, on night number 7, the Iconoclast from Fairview Cellar 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon. I think there's something like 80% new oak in that wine. It's bold, it's rich, it's graphite, it's dark fruit, it's tobacco, it's tannin, it's structured, it's density, it's every freaking thing you want from a Cab Sauv. And wow, 95 points, Carl's Wine Club. This 95 plus, 95, 95 plus. I think it's 95. One of
Nine.
my top 5 wine of the year. And from the first sip, and you guys have that on video. It's not it's no bullshit. From the first sip, I was looking for Mira's eye contact. My mouth was full. I was like, fuck yeah.
It's so
So
good. So
yeah,
good.
yeah.
So now you get to hear straight from the horse's mouth Danielle Hutton, who now owns Fairview Cellars, bought it from Bill Eggert. Was she around in 2015 when they made this wine? No.
Her background is hospitality. She used to be
Okay.
general manager for restaurants in Western Canada, a Roxy's in Whistler, and one of the two big restaurant group in Vancouver. I think it was with Blue Water Cafe as well. Like some of the very top restaurants. She has the same background that I have in fine dining, and she was passionate about the BC wine industry because she's been selling a lot of the best wine. She was selling some of the best wine from BC. And she decided to move to the Okanagan with her little boys, just like us. She has 3 boys. And she moved to the Okanagan, and Bill hired her in 2019 to start as everything. She started learning, and that was the goal. When Bill hired her, it was to show her the rope of everything from vineyard to, she's like she mentioned, from vineyard to winemaking to accounting to tasting room. For her, tasting room hospitality was so easy because that's what she's been doing. But she learned the whole 9 yard under Bill, and in 2022 they completed the sales. And really cool interview. She was very nervous because it was the first time that she was doing something like that, but she got super emotional at some point. Like, she's so proud and she feels so blessed of what she's doing. It's so cute to see her passion and to see her excitement of everything that she's doing. So, and man, that wine is so fucking good. Oh my god. I mean, I'm
Really?
not necessarily a guy who tried to source specifically Cab Sauv because I find something it's hit or miss. This one, bang, holy shit, that it hits everything. So,
So
yeah.
Jim and Tracy, Daryl and Sandy are together. They just had wine number 2, the Cab Franc, I believe. So we want to know, of course, especially what Daryl thinks of it. Let us know, you guys. And I think that they
No. You phrased that but like the wrong way. I don't give a shit what Daryl's think of it. I want to know what Jim, Tracy, and Sandy thinks of it.
We know that Daryl has a bit of a bias around Cab Francs. So, but I do want to know: is it the type of Cab Franc that that is like an absolute no, or the type that might fool you on a blind tasting, or might make you go, yeah, I wouldn't mind that. Anyway, it's so great to see you guys. This interview with Danielle Hutton from Fairview Cellars is about 31 minutes long, and after that, we'll do the prize draw and maybe tease you about what's coming up.
It was recorded. Yes, it was recorded yesterday morning. She went to Seattle to see the Seahawks and the Rams games on Thursday night, which was an instant classic of the NFL, an absolute mayhem of a game. And she was there, so I got her in an interview uh, from our hotel room in Seattle, and
That
we
is
had a
so
5 minute
cool.
chat before recording, but she was still like on her emotion, like prior to the game was so incredible.
Ah, that's so
So
cool. Wow, you guys brought Nova Scotia scallops and crab. Tracy, that sounds amazing. Wow. Well, enjoy, guys. We'll be back real soon.
here we are. So a special night, a very, very special night because we are revealing one of my very favorite wine this year, one of my top three wine of the year. This is a 100% Cabernet Sauvignon from Fairview. So I'm with Daniel Hutton here, owner, winemaker at Fairview Cellar and the south of the Okanagan. So Daniel, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, Carl. Thank you so much for having me. It's so wonderful to be here with you today.
I mean, this is very special to have you on and to have one of your wine in our 12 wine of Christmas in our pan Canadian Advent calendar. We've been going from all over the country. We had some outstanding wine, even including a 2007 back vintage. But to feature a 2015 Okanagan big and bold red was
Yeah.
really, really like in the back of my mind since the very beginning when I designed the whole thing. And when we went to visit you, Mira and I tasted that wine,
Yeah.
uh, Mira even made a reel on my
I
reaction on what I tasted it. What an incredible wine. And I'm so glad that our members across the country have the chance to sample that as well. Danielle, I would like to start by talking
Yes.
about Fairview Cellar, which is small producer from
Yeah.
Oliver, Okanagan Valley, who's
Yes.
been there from almost like, I mean, since the inception of the Okanagan, like, I mean, the boom of the Okanagan. Bill
Yeah.
Egger and Fairview Cellar, and you
Yes.
have been around for a while now.
Yes, absolutely. Bill, one of the first to plant Bordeaux varietals in the South Okanagan. We're northern end of the Golden Mile Bench. The vineyard was planted in 93. So the vineyard is Cabernet Sauvignon, Cabernet Franc, Merlot, Petit Verdot, Sauvignon Blanc. And
Chardonnay,
we don't have any Chardonnay on the property.
not on the property. Okay.
Not on the property. We do make a Chardonnay from my 2022 Chardonnay was from Golden Mile Slopes, so just down below us.
Okay.
But yeah, when I purchase grapes, I do it from basically vineyards that I can see from our vineyard.
Okay. Everything's a stone throw away, basically. If you
Exactly.
cannot hit it with a fastball, that's a no go.
That's right. That's it.
That's right. So 1993, the vineyard was planted. How many acres were planted at the beginning?
So at the beginning, it was planted all up. It's about just under 10 acres planted. And like I said, Bill was making these big, bold, beautiful Cabernet Sauvignons, one of the first in the Okanagan to do that, to use French oak, new French oak, built to last, aging potential. Um, he really that our piece of property is so special. The vineyard is so special. It was like it was just dropped from the heavens and made to be a vineyard,
Yeah,
like it's
and
yeah.
I mean, Bill with the I think the rise of Nota Bene and Black Hills. That's
Yes.
where we had Osoyoos LaRose
Yes.
with Pascal Madevon. That was the team at Black Hills, Glenn Fawcett and all of his crew, and there was Bill. I mean, we had also maybe like Tin Horn Tree with Sandra
Yes.
Oldfield, but that
Absolutely.
That was the four
Yeah.
kind of the like four wineries who really put on the map the potential of the South Okanagan Bold Red.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Because it grows, Cabernet Sauvignon is such a difficult grape to ripen in not the right circumstances. And those extra growing degree days we have are essential to that development in the grape, to the flavors, to not just the sugars, but the flavors that you get for that length of time. Cabernet Sauvignon is something that Fairview Cellars really has been built on, and I respect it as a grape so much, and it's got so much to give. So
That's the king
it's a
of
great
grape.
spot.
That's the king
That's
of
right.
grape for a reason,
Yeah,
right? The
yeah,
backbone of
absolutely.
Bordeaux, the backbone of California. But
Yeah.
I believe so in the right vintage, one of a very gracious wine that the South Okanagan can produce. And that's a myth that like people like that's something that's a fact that people don't understand. In the right vintage, oh my God, Capso from the South Okanagan can be so beautiful.
So beautiful. And 15 was a perfect growing season. Cool nights, warm days, long growing season. It hit every single right note. It was steady and sure and all of the things that just give it what it needs to give us what we need.
So, before we talk about exactly what the vineyard needs or what Mother
Yeah.
Nature needs to provide, I would like
Yeah.
to go back in time. 1993, Bill Hager founded Fairview. When did you join Bill and his team? Well, when did you
So
just join the vineyard?
yeah, I joined the vineyard in 2019. Bill and I knew each other, and it actually was all put together. You brought her up already. One of my idols, Sandra Oldfield, and so we sat down and talked, and she said, "Hey, and I had known Bill for a few years living in the Okanagan, and she put us together, and he hired me as his general manager, and that meant that." I basically did everything alongside him. So we poured concrete and we fixed irrigation and we did everything in the vineyard and we did everything in the cellar and we did the tasting room and the books and like the whole kit and caboodle. I was his sidekick for a few years. So we spent a lot of time together. And Bill is, you know, th- he always said he wasn't a winemaker. He was a farmer. He's a farmer, and he still is a farmer. And that's what makes the wine. It's the grapes. It's when you do the right thing by the vineyard, when you take care of it, when you make sure that it's happy, there's really nothing else you have to do. You just have to hold on and not screw it up.
That I love that line. You had
Yeah.
just don't fuck it up.
Yeah.
Just don't fuck it up, right? I love it. That's it. And
Yeah.
so 2019, you jump along, and
Yeah.
what really stood out to you about the vineyard? Was there something very like you knew that you were walking into a very special piece of land?
Do you know, I don't know. I still pinch myself all the time when I'm standing in the vineyard, looking down the valley towards the Okanagan. It's just, it's a piece of heaven. Besides my love of winemaking and wine and its essence and everything about it, um, the peacefulness, the calmness, the beauty, like being there when the sun rises over the vines is just the most spectacular thing in the whole entire world. Like uh, there is no place that I have ever stood for as long as I have stood in that vineyard and just taken breaths. Just it's just, to me, it's heaven on earth.
Yeah, it sure is. And that location, so just to put the thing in perspective, when you come to
Yeah,
Oliver, just when you get into the village, you take your right and you go up all the way to the golf course.
that's right.
And the vineyard is right. Well, the golf course was built around the vineyard, or the vineyard was planted around the golf course. I'm not sure which way around that happened, but
The golf course has been there longer than we have. They just had their 100-year anniversary. But
there you
I
go.
mean,
So
yeah.
I'm not, yeah. So the vineyard was planted around the golf course, basically.
Yeah.
But what an incredible view, because you're just right in the foothill of that beautiful slope,
Yes.
overseeing the bottom of the valley. So you have the Black Sage Bench on one side, and you are on
Yes.
completely on the other side, overviewing the whole valley, the
Yeah.
South Okanagan, basically.
Exactly. And it's a plateau. And I have a picture of it from taken from this wonderful guest of ours who brought his drone one day. It was his wife's birthday and he asked if he could put his drone up. And I said, "Oh yeah, of course." And he sent me the photos afterwards. And he just got the most majestic shot from he was over top of the golf course looking back at the vineyard and the winery. And it looks like it's been carved. Like it's a perfect plateau. It's like an island that's sitting all on its own. It's really which makes it just a spectacular condition for growing grapes as well. And being on the Golden Mile bench, we get that early morning sun that's not harsh yet. And that's the thing, like Cabernet Sauvignon is planted on the eastern side of the vineyard. And so there's no restriction for sunlight coming up on that over that other side on the black sage. So we're getting that beautiful sun exposure from first thing in the morning on that eastern part of the vineyard with no restrictions. It's perfection.
Which kind of soil? Which kind of soil your vineyard is formed with? Is it like different, multiple different pockets of different component, or you're more of a clean slate of certainly alluvial? What do you have? What are
Well,
you sitting on?
it's alluvial fan, right? So
Okay.
kind of integral in the alluvial fan, you've got different
Yeah.
aspects to it. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's pretty consistent. Prior to, I mean, there are different nutrients and things when we do some soil samples in different areas of the vineyard. That's mostly because before it was a vineyard, it was actually horse stables. So there's a lot of those nutrients that have been in the ground for years and years and years.
It's been well fed. It's been well fed.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very, yeah, very healthy soil.
Exactly.
um,
And good
so,
drainage.
yeah, exactly. No doubt, right?
Yeah.
um, so when you took over, tell us a little bit how everything happened. Like when you were hired as a general manager, was there like like in the in near side that you will probably purchase the property from Bill, and that's why you were coming in and like to follow Bill for a couple of years, and after with the condition to take over and taking over the property after.
Yeah, I think that was definitely in both of our minds from the beginning. The first time that Bill and I sat down to talk about it, um, like he said to me, "I'm not looking for somebody who wants this as a job. I'm looking for somebody who wants it as a life." And I wasn't sure at that time whether or not I wanted it as a life. It was something that I hadn't done before. Um, but I knew that I wanted to definitely give it everything that I had to find out if it was. And so I did, and it may have been 2 months, and I said to my husband, "This is what we're going to do. So we're going to figure
And
this out, and this is what we're going to do."
And prior to that, what did you had? What was your background? I knew you had a good connection with Sandra Oldfield and all that. Is just because you're a South Okanagan girl, or you had a big background in wine before that?
Well, really, we, so I was in hospitality restaurants my whole entire life.
Just like me, we're
Yeah,
sharing the same
exactly.
background.
That's right, exactly. So I lived in England and in Europe and Australia and all these places working in different restaurants. Um, when I was in Vancouver, I was with the Top Table Group. So I worked at Araxi and I was the restaurant manager at Blue Water. I worked at West for a little while. Um, Beautiful restaurants, amazing. So I knew the BC wine industry from that side of life, and I really respected the BC wine industry. I remember so fondly one of my very favorite trips that I ever took was with a group of people. We all worked at Araxi at the time, and we came to the Okanagan, and we went to Le Vieux Pen. We went to Laughing Stock. I remember David Enns was there, and we went down into his big shed, and the ATVs were there, and Jack Johnson was playing on the stereo, and we were doing barrel samples, and this was 20 more than 20 years ago, I guess. And I just thought,
Wow.
wow, what a life. Like, this is, everybody was so passionate, and the wine was just outstanding. And it's so funny coming from other areas of the world where people don't have Canada on the mind for great wines, and having that background and then coming and experiencing the passion and the the quality, it blew me away, and just left such a huge impression on me, that I fell in love with BC wine then. And my husband and we have three little kids. They're not as little anymore, but when we moved up to the South Okanagan, we thought, okay, this is wine country. We moved from East Van, and we were partners in a brewery in the Okanagan, which was not really my forte. But it was the hospitality and part of being in that tasting room and getting to know people. That's how I got to know Bill. That's how I got to know Sandra, because she asked me to sit on a couple of boards and things for the
Oh,
brewery.
she's involved in many different board of
So
direction
many
and all
things.
that.
Yeah, she's amazing. She's such an amazing woman. And so we got to know each other that way. And like I said, when we sold our part in the brewery, I thought, okay, what am I going to do when I grow up? And I called Sandra and I said, I'm now an Oliver girl. Oliver is in my heart. My children have spent 6 years of their life here. They're Oliver kids. Wine is my passion. What am I going to do? And so she really helped me. And
That's amazing. What a
I'm
great
very
story.
grateful. Yeah.
And so the transition went pretty quick, because if we look at it, like, you came on board in 2019 and you purchased in
Yeah.
2023, I believe, right?
No, purchase was finalized at the beginning of 22.
Oh, 22. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
3 years completely, like from start to finish, from you coming
Yeah.
on board until taking over completely. Wow, that was a quick
Yeah.
transition.
Yeah.
You must be a sponge. Holy smokes. Wow.
Well, it's again, I mean, sponge. It was it was everything that I wanted to be that I didn't know was possible. So like I said, from day one, it was everything was so exciting to me, and so it felt so natural to be out in the vineyard. I mean, right? Coming from hospitality background, I was usually in suits and heels
Yeah.
and, nights and all of these things. And waking up at 4:30 in the morning and being out in the vineyard felt so natural, and something I
Usually
had
when you're
just
out at 4:30 a.m., that's mean you're going back to your place like this, right? Not walking straight
exactly.
in the vineyard.
Exactly. It was a whole new viewpoint. There was
Uh-huh.
a lot more clarity.
Everything smells so different, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it was
Oh,
yeah, so I don't know, it was just, yeah, like I said, it felt like what I was supposed to do, and it didn't ever feel like work.
I mean, this is amazing. I love that story. Oh my God, makes me so happy to hear that. I want to talk about the wine in specific. It's not your wine. You haven't made it, but I'm sure you heard a lot about it, and I'm
Absolutely.
sure you know some details. 2015 vintage of the
Yes.
iconoclast
Yes.
100% Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yes.
So yeah, let's talk about it a little bit. First and foremost, you just mentioned 2015 was a perfect vintage.
Perfect.
Absolute perfect vintage for Cab Sauv.
Perfect vintage. Perfect. And the way that Bill took care of the vineyard, the way that I've continued to take care of the vineyard, very non-intervention, um, let things grow, let the vines do what the vines were going to do. There was very low disease pressure in 2015 as well. Our vineyard, again, when we're going back to that vineyard site, um, knock on wood, we don't see a lot of disease pressure. We don't have any problems with wind flow through the vineyard because we face south and the whole vineyard is sloped south. So we just get the wind coming off the mountains and hills behind us and going straight down the valley. So there's so much beautiful airflow. It helps us with any insect pest or any mold bacteria, any of that stuff. We're very lucky in that sense. So the fact that 2015 was a perfect growing year just gave everything the best conditions. And Bill always bought French oak from 5 or 6 different producers in France. As far as I'm concerned, those, Cadus and Leroy and all these, Natalie, and great barrel producers. And so using that high level of beautiful oak, and then having that beautiful growing year and marrying those two together, and then that it we do pump overs, twice a day, about 10 minutes at a time, and just really let that the tannins and the flavors and everything come together. And then it went into barrel after pressing, and was left there for 36 months. So long barrel aging time, primarily new French oak. 2015, this isn't a re-release for us. We're just releasing this wine now.
I
So
know this is crazy. I
yeah,
freaking
yeah.
love that. So 3 years in barrel. So and
Yes.
so this wine, like, okay, I just want to let's get back. Do you know when? Just to put people in perspective, in a great
Yes.
vintage,
Yeah.
long growing season. So these grapes were harvested what, late October, early
Late October.
November.
Yeah, yeah, it would be late October, early November. Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
have the specific date in my
but
head on the
ballpark,
2015. I
right?
have all the report. Yeah, but it
Yeah.
would have been the end of, that's generally when we pick Cabernet Sauvignon, end of October, beginning of November. It's consistently our last varietal
Yeah.
to pick.
So
So
you get
and
that. So you do that. So that's mean after fermentation, just near like near Christmas, basically
yeah,
fermentation is over.
yeah,
Throw that throw that in barrels. So 3 years in barrels. So it lead us to 16, so 17, 18, 19, and in 2019 you throw that in. So when you come on board, you
yes,
put from barrel to bottle, and
yeah,
now 6 years in bottles.
yes,
That's the road of
yeah,
that big boy to
yes,
just now hitting market from people
yes,
from Nova Scotia, people from Calgary, Vancouver. Like we have people from all over the country who got that bottle
yeah,
today, and to taste that at the same time. So a beautiful 9 years of
yes.
evolution to
That's
finally
right.
hit the market. You just mentioned not a re-release for the first time
No,
ever.
First time ever. And
This is freaking
it's
cool.
and it's got so much life, doesn't it? Like,
I mean,
so
this is
why,
a baby.
yeah, so why even why not hold on to it for that long? Why not let it live, let it come into its own and really show itself, um before you sell it, like it's just like, let's get it to the spot where it's like, okay, yeah, we
Yeah.
can drink it now, we can drink it now and we're happy. We could
Oh
hold on to
yeah.
it
Oh
for a
fuck. I
couple
don't
more
know, but
years.
I am freaking happy. I'll tell you one thing. Oh, I am freaking happy. You saw my face when I tasted it first at
Yeah.
the tasting room. Top 10
Yeah.
wine of the year, top three. Fuck, that's
Yeah.
good. Oh my god. Like, and it's in a great spot now, but this
Yeah.
wine in 5 years will just hit this prime. I
Yeah.
mean, like it's amazing. So this, that there's a few myths about Canadian wine, right?
Yeah.
Canada cannot ripen big reds.
Right.
Canadian wines are overpriced. And there's another one is Canadian wine can't age very well.
Right.
You know what? Fuck you, and fuck you. Ready, right? This is all that in the same bottle.
Yeah.
No, the aging potential of that wine is absolutely tremendous.
Yeah. 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 I'm
Yeah,
so
that's a
glad that you
little.
like it. And like I said,
Oh
I
my.
mean, I have all the respect for Bill. I think he, I'm just trying to carry on the legacy of Fairview in the best way that I can and make the best wine that I can, and hope that I live up to the same standards, because he makes very, very good wine.
Hey, where's your happy place right now? Is it the vineyard? Is it the tasting room? Is it the winemaking facility?
Oh, that's a really hard, gosh, that's a hard question right now. I
Because
have,
there's people that I interview that people will say me, I'm like, just you mentioned about Bill. Bill was a farmer. I sure
yeah,
Bill's happy place was in the vineyard, right?
yeah,
But I have other guy who say, you know what, Carl? I purchase fruits from some of the best grower around me that I trust the most because I'm a
yeah,
winemaker. I
yeah,
just love fiddling with the oak and finding some different technique. This is what, but in your place, I mean, you're from the hospitality industry, so now I'm
yeah.
adding a third place for you because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, there's the tasting room, there's the winemaking facility, there's the vineyard, or that can be the hall, like all of the above too, right?
You know what? Honestly, Carl, it is. I couldn't answer what my favorite place is on a consistent basis. I really couldn't. Um, this has been an amazing year as a winemaker. Gosh, the fruit has been perfect. It makes me want to cry after the last couple of years that we've had.
I
It was
know.
perfection. It was perfection. I am so excited about the wines of 2025, and I have been in the cellar for some very long days since the end of August. I've got two more in tank that I'm barreling down next week. And then everything is in barrel that needs to be in barrel. And there's something about walking into the cellar every morning and and again, it's like, it's that raw, I get up, I wash my face, brush my hair, put on my clothes that nobody has to see, and just get dirty and be in the wine, and just see its evolution from picking it. I love it. I love that so much. It's my favorite thing in the whole world. I love taking people down there, but that's the part too. I love sharing that. I love sharing that in the tasting room. I always want to bring people down and show them what we're doing. I love to see people. I love that experience. I think there is no wine without human connection. That's what it's all about. And so
That's for sure.
yeah. So I spend quite a lot of time in the tasting room, but my goal has to be, my goal always is to make the best wine I can, and I have to be focused on being in the cellar. And I love that so much. I love being in the vineyard. Like, I like dropping leaves. I like leaf thinning. I love going out there and putting on a podcast or putting on a music and just being in the vineyard and being hot and being and seeing the grapes and what they're doing. It would be too hard for me to pick one. I feel so grateful that I get to do all three, that we're small enough that I can be everywhere and
Okay.
not feel stretched thin, because I don't think that I could pick one.
Oh,
I feel really lucky.
so you have three young kids. Is the kids are going to take on to the legacy of Fairview? Is it in the plan?
I don't know. I have a 13-year-old, an 11-year-old, and a 9-year-old. The 13-year-old wants nothing to do with us or anything we do ever.
Oh, guess what? Guess what? I have a 17, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. As far as she can get away from us as early, I think is what she wants.
Yeah, I
The
know what you're
11-year
talking.
old and the 9-year-old, they're all so young, but
Yeah.
they love it. They love being up there too. They love the hospitality side of it. When we have events, they like to come and pour water for people or
Oh, that's
take,
awesome. That's awesome. I
to
love
those
it.
kind of things. Yeah, they like that part.
I love it. Danielle, thank you so much for sharing that story with us. Oh, it makes me so happy. Thank you so much. And I think I have a feeling that I can tell our members that there's a very high chance that we see a full-on feature of Fairview Cellar coming on the schedule in 2026. This is something that this is a high possibility. So
Well, thank
Danielle,
you so much, Carl. I
Danielle,
so
thank you very
appreciate
much.
everything you do for the Canadian wine industry, and I'm honored to be a part of this with you. So thank you.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you,
Merry
the kids,
Christmas.
your husband, the whole team at Fairview Cellar. Merry Christmas. Thank you
Merry,
very much. Happy holidays.
and to you too. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That was so epic. I love
Isn't
that,
it?
Carl.
Isn't
I just
it?
love that. I loved it.
I know. I know.
Freaking awesome.
It was one of my favorite interviews I've done. Like, it's just, she's so real. She's so genuine of her emotion.
Absolutely.
I freaking love that. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I just want to hug her.
And when someone loves what they're doing, that's so inspiring. It's just so wonderful to see that. It's like fantastic, right?
And when you match that with an incredible wine in the bottle that everyone can share at the same time, listening what she's to say,
Yeah.
holy smokes, that it's fun. I mean,
Holy
I want to
smokes,
hear.
it is.
Yeah, I really want to hear
Yeah.
in the chat here. What do you think of wine number 7? 95 points, top 5 one of the year in my on my
Uh,
list with over
Daryl
2,000
Daryl
wine.
was saying earlier you can't tell it's 15.4 alcohol because it's so well integrated. I totally agree with that. Jim was saying it reminds him of an Amarone because it's so rich.
Yeah,
And
that's a big boy. That's for sure.
Daryl's
That's a
also
big
saying
boy.
it's awesome as they're more available. And Lisa is also saying, yes, we might need another bottle or two. Haha. It is getting up there on the price point as far as Canadian wines go, but we still feel it is great value when you compare it to that quality elsewhere. So it's 105 plus tax. And we did add it to the secret link. And I've also added Carl's tasting notes. This is what your number, it's definitely in your top 5 wines of the year.
I think it's number
Right?
3. I think it's number 3. I have Benjamin Bridge, the 2008 reserve traditional method at number 1. I think it's Joe Wismer Foxcroft Chardonnay at 96 points at number 2. And I'm moving on. I only have 2 wine over 95 points. And after that, I have this one, and I have a couple 295 points to close up the top 5. But I think it's my number 3, my number 3 wine of the year. That might, like, don't quote, I might have missed one. It might be number 4, but 3 or 4, that's where
And
it
by the
lands.
way, the official reveal will be on December 31st at 6 Pacific, 9 Eastern. So it's a good way to kick off your New Year's Eve if you're staying up late, or to finish it off if you're not staying up late and just pretend. But yeah, it's kind of a fun way to recap the year with us, and we'll count down our top 10 wines of the year. That I just put in the chat, the secret link for ordering. If you want to get more, you can just add like 1 bottle a night to your pack, or you can add a few bottles. I know some people are getting 3 and 3 of the 2 vintages of Syrah that we had the other night. Oh, Jennifer, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Dum, ba-dum. Happy
Favorite
birthday.
turned out to be tonight. Oh, and it's her favorite wine tonight. That is awesome. So it sounds like Jennifer likes these bigger, bolder reds, possibly, or she's like me and just likes all wine. And this one is just spectacular.
And you know, I just want to say one thing about value, because yes, it's $105 wine, but when you look at the whole spectrum of 100% Cab Sauv in the super premium category, single vineyard, California, Napa Valley at $105, you don't see that anymore. I mean, this is non-existent. They're all over at $300. Let's go to Bordeaux. It's the same story. 100% Cab Sauv at that level of quality. To my opinion, it's steal of a deal. It's kind of subjective in a sense, but yeah, it's still like it's a brown bill. It's pretty darn expensive. But when you put in the circumstances that it's 100% Cab Sauv at that level of quality, I mean, that's value to me.
Absolutely. Jennifer's saying the richness, texture, and experience is very fine indeed. This wine is spectacular. I agree. And Dean is saying that they've driven past Fairview like a dozen times, never stopped, and it won't happen again after this. A great idea. And you know what that gets me thinking is the next time we're going touring, Carl and I planning our touring dates with members this summer. We're going to announce that very soon. So if you're thinking of coming to the Okanagan, we're going to do 3 weekends where we're going to take small groups of members touring. In the past, we've done a lot of big events. And I have to say, this is the first time I think we're officially saying this. We're going to take a year off the Pan-Canadian Masterclass, most likely in 2026, because it will be the 4th year that we're doing it. And we want to sort of recalibrate, possibly turn it into its own nonprofit or something like that, and make it bigger and better after that. So we need some time to kind of reorganize it. Plus, we're going to Burgundy. So many of you guys tuning in are going to Burgundy with us. And
Richard Da Silva and Twyla Da Silva, and Fabian Rice and Stephanie Rice at Ferox. And also
there's still a couple spots. So if you've ever wanted to go to Burgundy, this is the time to go. 2026, June 4th to 11, baby. Iconoclast is a fantastic wine, says Mike. 10-year-old Canadian Cab Sauv, blowing our socks off. Totally right. Like, of all the wines that you wouldn't expect to age so well in Canada, you have a Cabernet Sauvignon, which is just surprising, but it is so good.
I mean, 75% new French oak. And I mean, now this wine is, incredible wine. And I'm so blessed. So we're so happy that we stopped there, Mira, just to it was kind of almost impromptu, almost unplanned. And she reached out to us, just a message on, oh, no, you know how that thing started? What happened?
Carl Boucher from Quebec, a different Carl Boucher than this one, ordered some Fairview Cellars wines. And Danielle called Carl and was like, hey, you're ordering my wine to go to Quebec? Like, what's going on? And Carl's like,
no, because she said, you paid full price. Let me give you at least a discount. I'm like, I think a discount, but I didn't.
You as samples if you wanted to taste them. You don't have to order them. And we're like, we didn't order any wine from you. Sorry.
But I'm putting together an advent calendar. Can we stop by? And we stopped by. And after one sip.
I found the clip. This is Carl taking a sip of this wine for the first time. Okay, let's see if the sound comes on.
Yes, and yes. Yes. Fuck yeah.
You can see he lit right up. Like you can see this was like not a staged reaction in some way.
Yeah, yeah. I'm getting more. I'm getting more composed, right? I mean, I don't have these outbursts anymore. I think I'm getting more mature.
No, you're getting very, yeah, it's true. A little bit more subdued. I mean,
Yeah,
but still.
yeah.
Tanya and Stephen are saying that they were looking to park their boat in Nova Scotia if we're going to do the Pan Canadian out there, but still have to buy the boat. Haha. So there you go. So you get another year to get the boat, and make sure it's big enough for all of us. Okay. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We kept saying 2027 Pan Canadian needs to be in Nova Scotia, and maybe that's the way to make the great big comeback, is to make sure it involves lobster in Nova Scotia. Hey, Carl, can you go like this for me? Like a heart? No? There you go. Okay, now go like this. Go like this. Peace. No. Put it on top of your sweater. Sweater? No? Okay, it doesn't know. That's how the balloons happened. iPhones have this thing now. So if you go like this, it gives you hearts. And then I think you have to do maybe thumbs up or peace to get balloons. Yeah, I don't know how you get the balloons. We got the balloons the other day without knowing it.
Couple.
Do the heart
At
again.
least.
Do the heart. Do the heart. Well, not like over the. Yeah, there you.
That's what I'm talking about. This is the one I'm thinking of. That wine, a beautiful heart. I think Mira just froze. The heart was so powerful that Mira completely froze. Oh, you're back. You're back.
I'm back. I'm back.
That's too
Lisa,
funny.
I don't want to make you sad, but it will be back bigger and better than ever. It's just that we want to make sure we recalibrate it. Plus, I hear you might be coming to BC.
We'll do a mini Pan Canadian.
Ontario, so it works out that way. And we'll have an epic time in BC. Yeah. So with that wine touring that we're going to share details of, we are going to go smaller groups and more exclusive, crazy, fun backstage experiences this summer. So we're not going to be doing big events. We want to keep it to 16 members and under. But we'll be touring like VIPs. So we definitely want to do that with you guys. And what I mean by that is like going with the winemaker, checking out barrels, tasting things no one's tasted before, things like that. Right, Carl?
I can see a day, Mira, of in the South Okanagan with Fairview Cellar, Hester Creek, and Maverick. How's that?
That could be something spectacular.
I mean 2 hours with 2 hours with Danielle. After that, we can go to see Mark at Hester Creek, which is one of my favorite hosts, and Mark and Roger. I mean, there's some fun stuff. And I know I already have some ideas.
Hester Creek has a chef's kitchen for around 16 people where everyone sits around and the chef prepares everything like right in front of you. And they've made like fresh pasta right in front of people. They can even do like cooking lessons where everybody's doing stuff too. So that's pretty fun.
Yeah. And I already have
Tanya down.
That's awesome. I mean, I already have a good idea of the Naramata bench day. I mean, this is the Silva tightrope, and we can add another, like, I don't know, with the other one, maybe spend some time with Sal in the vineyard. So D'Angelo, the Silva, and tightrope. That can be a pretty sick day on the Naramata bench. And if we go up here in Summerland, we can do Solvero, Lightning Rock, and Lunescence, like perch at the top of the giant head mountain. That can be something. Like, so I have so many ideas for these full days of touring. Well, we want to do it in 2 days. So it would be a Friday afternoon and a Saturday all day. I think that's kind of the thing that we would like to do. Something like that, right?
Something like that. So it's in the works very soon. Once we get some details pinned down, that will be coming out. Every day we're like, oh, we'll send the info out today. And then just, you need to finalize a couple things while we work on a lot of other things to do with the Burgundy trip too. So just stay tuned. It will be very soon. But what's coming up tomorrow, Carl Boucher? You told us, let me tell you, you told us that tomorrow,
So
Sunday,
tomorrow,
December 21st, please chill around 12
yep,
degrees.
tomorrow we have
Fried
live.
chicken satay with peanut sauce.
We have a live interview tomorrow with a unicorn wine, something extremely rare. Extremely rare. Like, really fucking rare. Something that in most people's mind that doesn't exist. So that's what I can say. So it's a white wine, obviously. You guys have to chill it. So yeah, I mean, this is gonna be a lot of fun to crack open tomorrow. That's what I'm saying. That's it. Rare, rare, rare that people think that it doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
Yeah, super, super, super cool.
Very
Hey, I'm
cool.
glad that you guys enjoy. I don't know. You tell me in the chat box here if I'm crazy to have that in my top 10, in my top 5 wine of the year. I'm willing to hear all comments and take some shots. I give 95 points. This is the 30 seconds of people to start and comment on my score for today. Yeah, I'm curious. I want to know what you guys think. Top 5 wine this year. Extremely impressed with the depth, the ripeness, the complexity of that 100% Cabernet Sauvignon, 10 years old. So, want to know what you guys think. And my one word for that wine: power. Power. That's my word.
Yes.
You have
My
one?
word. Huh. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, no words coming to mind. I'm just imagining how awesome it is. It's one of those wines you can sit there and like sniff and taste all night next to a fire. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think so, Lisa. So we're doing an extra day with that weekend. We're going to do an extra day just with the winners of our grand prize 5-year anniversary getaway, which is Jeff and Stacy. So they're going to get an extra day and join us for the group touring as well. So I think you guys are going to be with Jeff and Stacy. So it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah,
and the fun part is, I mean, that weekend, like it's a 12 people max, right? So that 2 days, Carl's wine club, we're gonna have a private chef for the dinner, because there's gonna be a full-on private chef dinner included in the price, in the experience
by the lake. Private chef by the lake. So it's pretty epic stuff. We've always dreamt of this, and I'm like, why don't we just do it? Like when we went up to the top of that vineyard, that Charlie. Maybe we should do that for one of the tours. Go up to, you remember?
Of course, we want to do Similkameen. Yeah, we can do Similkameen. That's a possibility, right?
So do we have that picture here? I will get that picture for you guys. If you remember that picture of Carl standing on top of a mountain in the Similkameen. I mean, we actually went up there. There's a Pinot Noir vineyard up there. And when we went up there, we're like, one day we should bring members up here and have like a Pinot Noir pairing up at the top of this thing. It's wild. Like you just feel like you're in National Geographic up there or something. So
yeah,
anyway,
you got that right. Hey, I have to run to the arena. I have my team playing at the moment. I'm not behind the bench coaching my U13 team tonight because we had a 5 o'clock game, and I'm here talking about Fairview Cellar Iconoclast 2015 Cabernet Sauvignon. So I would like to be there before the end of the game and to go cheer with my player in the locker room.
All right. We'll let you go. We'll let you go. But it was fabulous to see you, Canadian wine lovers. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been so much fun. I'm so glad you guys are enjoying all these wines we found. It just feels like Christmas because all year we've been tasting these wines and we're like, this one really should go in the Advent calendar because it's so cool. Here's the picture I was talking about. This is the spot up at the top. See where Carl's standing there now? There is now a Pinot Noir vineyard up there that's doing really well, I've heard. So that would be freaking cool to go up there and have a picnic with you guys. But you have to bring your special shoes because there's cacti up there.
And rifle.
And
just in case the coyote or the bear
comes out or something, or a bear or oh, a draw. Oh my God.
Oh, a draw. We forgot the draw.
You're right. I had it ready to go. I'm so glad you said that. Oh
Who
my
said
God.
that? Who was that? Tracy?
Terrible.
Tracy hasn't won in 2 days, so I mean, it's probably her.
Right? Okay, where are we? Wheel of names, and I think I got everyone. Mary, I've got you either as Mary or Louise. I don't know. I might have gotten confused, but here, I'm adding that to the stage. There we go. And who's ready? Here we go. Oh, Jim, you're so close. I wonder. It's Jim. Oh my God. So Tracy won. And now Jim won. Tracy, you have rubbed all your luck onto Jim because as soon as you win, you get taken out of the draw. So you can't win twice. But she's like, well, the next best thing is I'll have Jim win, right? So
that is absolutely fucking crazy.
You guys are so great. Need to get a lottery ticket and have Tracy kind of like
rub just I don't know, just to put her hand on or
bless it. Yeah, just like send her vibes that way or something. Congrats, Jim. Congrats. Okay. Sandy. Oh, there we go. Well, you know what, Mary? We are going to be drawing again. Your name's going to stay in the draw. So I'm going to reach out to you if you win one of the nights that you're down visiting family. And it's been great having you here. Thanks so much. Have a great night, guys. Cheers.
Canadian wine lovers, Carl's Wine Club members, we'll see you again tomorrow night.
Merry Christmas. Thanks, Mary. Good night.